hostile
witnesses,
witnesses. Okay. Including the ombudsman.
including the Honorable Ombudsman,
All
who
right.
appears to have knowledge of the
All right.
10 million.
All right. Well, 10 million and other accounts.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right.
Whatever allegation it
Or
is.
other accounts, peso or dollar accounts pertaining to the respondent.
That is right,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Now, why do you include a member of the House like Mr. Walden Bello?
We understand, Your Honor, that he's a complainant before the office of the Ombudsman. And so we suppose, or we presume, that he has knowledge about these dollar accounts or whatever allegations he's making. So we would like to know.
He is the only member of the House
To my knowledge,
that,
Mr. President.
complainant.
That is right, Mr.
While we have been respecting the interparliamentary relation between the House and this House, between the House of Representatives and the Senate, I'm willing to sign a subpoena to include him to appear here if he wants to appear as a witness, as your witness,
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
in connection with this dollar account. Now, after the testimony of these persons as your witnesses, then you will present the Chief Justice.
He will be one of the other witnesses in this. We may present other witnesses.
Oh, yes.
Yes, but
You
we
will-
will present the Chief Justice.
You will present the
Yes,
Chief
yes, Mr.
All right.
President.
Justice.
Definitely.
Continuous granted.
Thank you very much.
What is the pleasure of the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor,
Yes.
with respect to, we just want to state three things for the prosecution. First is the request for the request that will be filed by the defense as manifested this afternoon, that some of the complainants or all of the complainants in that ombudsman filed the case filed with the ombudsman be subpoenaed, and including the honorable ombudsman herself. We just reserve our right to file our comment on that. But we are happy with that manifestation made by the defense today. Second, the defense has mentioned about the motion request filed by the prosecution today, and according to the defense, it is a motion for us to allow the presiding officer to receive some document. We just want to correct that, Your Honor, that as of this afternoon, we filed this motion and request. This is actually a motion that we are praying that we be furnished a copy of the letter of Mr. Harvey K. and attached documents as submitted to the presiding officer. So we just want to clarify that that is the motion filed by the prosecution, and it's not a motion asking the Senate or the Senate President or presiding officer to receive documents.
yeah,
And lastly,
I will respond.
yes, sir.
Since the documents that were submitted to me were handed in a sealed envelope, my office, and I'm not sure of the source of this document. If you know the people who submitted them to me, then you require them to furnish you with copies of the documents, because they do not want to be a party to any illegal act. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Actually, sir, Mr. President, it is in our motion that it is based on the report, the media report that came from Mr. Harvey K.
If there is an illegality, a violation of the foreign currency deposit law, then this chair is not willing to be a participant to that.
We submit to the honorable presiding officer.
All right.
And lastly,
Now, since you know who are the people who brought that envelope to my office, then they are being subpoenaed. I'm going to issue the subpoena, and we will compel them to submit a copy of the documents that they submitted to my office.
thank you very much, Your Honor. Lastly, if we heard it correctly, counsel for the defense has pointed out or has moved for a continuance for 48 hours. Is that correct?
This has been granted, Mr. President.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. We haven't heard
He
it
was
has been granted.
No, granted. I granted it.
Granted.
Are you asking for a reconsideration?
We are asking for reconsideration.
All right. What is your reason?
It's within 48 hours, meaning there will be no hearing tomorrow.
Yes.
Your Honor, there are pending witnesses who were already issued subpoena by this honorable court, and this is a different. This matter that was brought up by the defense is different matter, consisting of different witnesses, a set of witnesses, with the witnesses who were already issued subpoena. And we can count, Your Honor, that there are at least 3 or 4
Who are those?
witnesses who were already issued subpoena by this honorable court. And we would like to continue tomorrow, Your
Who
Honor.
are those?
Well, Secretary of Justice, Laila de Lima.
Your Honor,
Why don't we hear?
COA from the Commission on Audit, La Villa, certain La Villa.
Your
From Ateneo, seller of Cubao property, certain Encina. And Attorney Pineda, the clerk of court, RTC Makati. They're all subpoenaed already, Your Honor. Would like to, for the prosecution, would like to continue tomorrow.
All right. Wait a minute.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
the relative importance of these witnesses pale in comparison to the urgency.
But you will still have to present them.
We may not even
You have,
bother. to do-
wait a minute. Let me finish.
If
Let me finish first. You have a panel of defense. There are several lawyers in your panel. My God, cannot one half of you attend to the preparation of the subpoena that you are asking and interview of the witnesses that you want to present so that we can use up I agree with the proposal of the prosecution.
May I respond, Mr.
Yes.
President? Mr. President, we may not even need to present the other witnesses. We feel that we can dispense with them if you're given a chance to assess our position again, in view of the sentiments expressed yesterday.
When are you going to present the Secretary of Justice?
Actually, we may not.
Then
we may
why not
even
make a
have to do
decision
that.
so that we can forego that?
We need to have a little time, Mr. President. Yesterday's events rushed us into a need to bring this matter forward regarding the $10 million. So, the issue of the $10 million. So, we are just requesting for the kind indulgence of the court. After all, we are very willing to confront all the issues. Now, if it's just a matter of the remaining witnesses, Your Honor, I believe that this is more important.
All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
48-hour continuance is granted, and we will lengthen the period of the trial next week.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Mr.
President.
President, before I move to adjourn, may we recognize Senator Franklin Relon?
The gentleman from Iloilo.
Well, the counsel for the prosecution is trying to raise his hand. We are willing to yield the floor.
Thank you very much, Senator Drilon. We just want to clarify that ruling, Mr. Presiding Officer. 48 hours, meaning, do we resume Thursday or Monday?
We will resume on Monday.
So that's next week, Mr. Monday next week.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Thank you.
yes. Because we are supposed to have session tomorrow and Thursday. So we are foregoing 2 session days. We will have our session on Monday.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you, Senator Drilon.
Yes?
That's understood by the defense?
Very clearly,
All
Mr.
right.
President. Thank you.
Just a few clarificatory questions, Mr. President, on Attorney Roy.
Yes, sir.
This is in relation to the PS Bank dollar account. The PS Bank dollar account. In the Journal of February 13, 2012, you confirmed that this bank account will be opened by the Chief Justice.
I believe, if I recall correctly, Senator, what I confirmed was that the Chief Justice instructed us to make the statement that he would, quote-unquote, speak up or open up these.
That's correct. So,
roughly,
yeah, you confirmed that the Chief Justice instructed you to open this bank account.
That is right,
Now.
Senator.
There are $5 accounts in the PS Bank. That is admitted and established on the record.
I am unaware that it is admitted, Mr. Senator.
No. In fact, that was presented here in this court by the president of PS Bank, except that the amounts were covered.
I believe, Mr. Senator, to be precise, that was his testimony. I do not believe that the defense admitted the fact.
No.
The court admitted the evidence, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Or received his testimony before the TRO was issued.
It's on record
Yes.
then. It's on record that these accounts exist.
Yes, I was by admitting.
It is on record that these accounts exist.
It is on record that that was the testimony of the President, Senator. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Senator, I really do not know if they exist or not. But I do agree with you that that was what the witness said.
Now, these dollar accounts were not opened. And therefore, because of the TRO of the Supreme Court, we do not know the amounts there. At least it is not on record. Is that correct?
I suppose, Mr. Senator,
Now.
yes.
Is it your position that since this account, the amounts appearing in these accounts cannot, as of this time, be pried open, there is no obligation on the part of the Chief Justice to report this asset?
It is my position, Mr. Senator.
Now, can you answer me? Is it your position that the Chief Justice does not have to report this asset in his SALN?
It is my position that Republic Act 6426 provides for the confidentiality. It is also my position, Mr. Senator, not to be evasive, that if you ask this question to the Chief Justice and he favors you with an answer, then that will be that.
Can you state categorically